you think of Alexis Sanchez and Zlatan Ibrahimovic, going back even further. How do you play with or for Lionel Messi? Can Griezmann do that?
And that's something that only, well, quite clearly Antoine Griezmann can figure out and has to figure out on the park. And the trouble is, as you said earlier on, Adrian, it is still very early on in the season. Even more so, it's very early on, and Lionel Messi has featured sparingly so far this season. So it's been tough for Antoine Griezmann to figure out his role on the park with Lionel Messi there. The trouble is, and where I find difficulty, is in Griezmann's statement and in finishing up and saying it's difficult. You know, as opposed to him acknowledging the fact that it is early and I'm still trying to figure things out with Lionel Messi on the park, for him to underline his statement with "it's difficult" suggests that he's already starting to feel some of that pressure and uncertain as to how he fixes it. You've mentioned great players who've struggled in this Barcelona team to find that niche. More recently, Philippe Coutinho. You've even had Cesc Fabregas, who came through the Barcelona Youth Academy and still couldn't find a rhythm in the first 11 team. This is something that Griezmann has to fix and figure out quickly.
But here's the thing, though. It's not like it's a surprise. It's not like he didn't know coming in that this was about Lionel Messi and then everybody else. And that people have catered to Lionel Messi and will continue to cater to Lionel Messi, and rightfully so. Because he is who he is, and he deserves that sort of respect within the Barcelona camp. And so for me, it's surprising that he's thinking, well, it's difficult for me to play out here. Where else were you going to play? Where else was there an option for you to play? Were you going to play down the middle for Luis Suarez? That's not going to happen. So the other option is playing out on the left-hand side. So you might as well just get on with it and understand that this is your role. It took a little while for Neymar to sort that out himself. But eventually, once he got the message and he found that niche that Shaka is talking about, he became very effective for Barcelona. Antoine Griezmann can do the same thing.
Frank, what's your level of confidence, knowing Griezmann as you do, in his ability to adjust and eventually fit in?
He's a very smart player. He will manage to sort out the thing. Like Alejandro said, you know, it's gonna take time. Like Neymar, he will adjust to Messi. I think the coach thought maybe that Suarez will start to get tired, maybe being too old, and that naturally Griezmann will play at front. But it doesn't seem to be the case, you know, especially when you see the last game in the Champions League. So it will come up because, again, he's an intelligent, smart guy who knows football, who's going to find his little space in the park, and obviously and hopefully Griezmann is going to be fit to this squad because he's a fantastic player, and it's going to be a shame if, because of Messi, you can't find that pair and make things work together. So hopefully it's going to work.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.